Hey guys, Definix here. And I noticed the Truth Set and Freeze having problems with his computer, and he has some questions regarding Windows 7. So I just thought I'd just come out and help him out a little bit. This one goes out to the guy who told me to quote unquote put some bass in my voice. I just want to let you know that putting my bass in my voice is not a good idea. Now, however, the problem is I have to talk like this. I cannot talk my regular voice. Why can't I talk my regular voice? Because if I do, the bass in my voice would override the audio, and thus no one will be able to understand me. Not that anyone can really understand me now, but whatever. So anyway, this goes back to the truth set you free. Now, you said that it looks like you was having problems with your PC, and you had some questions regarding Windows 7. Now, you already know that Windows 7 is indeed in beta, and you want to know if 32-bit programs will work under Windows 7. And I will have to say yes, to a degree. Camista Studios. It's one of the programs I have, and I'm actually using it right now to record this video, my desktop that is. And while the program is okay, it is a weaker version of many programs that I have. Therefore, there are a few small problems here and there. However, I have to say that despite the small problems, it does work pretty well. Aside from that, there are other programs that works very well as a 32-bit version. Um, this program works very well under 32-bit version. Guitar Pro 5 works very well under 32-bit version. Monopoly, you would think that wouldn't work, but it works. It didn't work with Vista, but for some reason it works with Windows 7. ZSNES, Mass Effect works. Matter of fact, if you would like to go into any of my gaming, games, all these games work properly under Windows 7. However, there are small exceptions. Let's see. Do I see it here? Oh, Mass Effect. Mass Effect did have a small problem loading in terms of the launcher. However, all I had to do was just go ahead and bypass the launcher, and thus it worked properly. And that's pretty much it. Neverwinter Night, Street Fighter 4, X-Men Origins Wolverine, The Sims, Prototype, Ghostbusters, all those work properly with no flaws under Windows 7. And I must say, for the record, before I really get into a connection between me and you, Truth, is that Windows 7 Beta works better than current Windows Vista. And it's the truth. Now, don't get me wrong. Windows Vista Current, which is SP1, I think it is, or SP2 rather, does work a lot better than its original launch. However, I will have to say that despite that, this one works a lot better. Now, let's go to something that me and you are kin with. I believe you are someone who uses Adobe products. Now, I just recently bought my Adobe products for $2,500. By the way, Lord knows if I that's how much Adobe charge for it. And I do believe that one of the programs I use is called Adobe After Effects. Now, I'm not really 100% keen on Adobe After Effects, meaning that I don't really know a lot about it, but I have used it. And I do know this: it works properly under Windows 7, even the beta. So, yes, it works very well. Everything comes up properly with no lag whatsoever. By the way, here's the stats to my computer. For those who can't read, I'll read it off to you. I have an i7 CPU, 2.67 gigahertz with 4 gigs of memory, and a 64-bit operating system. That's kind of another reason why I decided to bring this up. True, just letting you know, if you have anything over 3 gigs of memory, then a 64-bit processor will work. Why? Because if you use a 32-bit, you only get 3.5 gigs of memory. And if you have 4 to 6 to 8, it won't process. I know it well. So, yeah. Anyway, this is that. Now you also asked me, does 32-bit programs work? After Effects is a 32-bit program. Premiere, we'll go to Adobe Sound Booth here. As you see, I'm getting no errors whatsoever regarding that. Of course, it would be funny if all the time I did get an error. But yeah, as you see here, the program runs very well, and there are no problems at all. So that's basically it. I mean, as you see here, I just wanted to let you know that this program has, Windows Beta, Windows 7 Beta actually is very good. I've had no problems with it whatsoever. See, reading my voice, haha. How cool is that? Anyway, yeah. So I have no problems with this OS whatsoever. And oops, how did I get there? Anyway, yeah. So um, like I said, I just wanted to let you know that I have no problems with Windows 7 beta whatsoever. There are no problems at all. And I'm letting you know that yeah, it's definitely a good investment. However, there is one part that I must let you know. When it comes to Windows 7, if you install it, you have to buy Windows 7 retail, and that means that buy it when it comes out, not right now. It's important because if you don't, your Windows will stop working. And yeah, I mean, that's vintage Microsoft, which is really funny because it seems like every time I talk about an OS or something like that regarding Microsoft, it seems I always seem to be swayed towards Sony every single time. Um, my test is coming up soon, and I'm like, okay, I want to get a system again, and every time I talk about it, I'm always be swaying towards the PS3 just because of Microsoft and their tactics. But it's not like Sony doesn't have a tactic of its own. But anyway, that's neither here or there. I just wanted to give you some intake on Windows 7 and how it would work for you, especially since you and I both are kin to Adobe products. Now that I've done that for you, I hope that did help because I have a question for you. When you get settled and get on your feet regarding everything regarding the OS and whatnot, I have a request. I would like you to do some small tutorials on Adobe After Effects. To be honest with you, I just recently picked it up and I just bought the whole package instead of just buying one. I used to use Sony Vegas, however, Sony Vegas started showing a little bit more things that it couldn't handle. An example would be, let me see if I can find here. This is an example of something that let's see, Dominican Air, Butthurt Crab, Solid Rev. Okay, remember this video? This is the one I made on what's the name? Now you see how the boxes came out? Now yeah, I could have made regular boxes too, or made a little more a pop-up video, but I just didn't have the time. Now here's the thing with this: if you notice something, these boxes always stay in this one area. Never goes too high, never goes too low. Thus, always covering the video. Now, one of the biggest problems I had with it, this came from Sony's Vegas. This came from Sony Vegas, which really kind of hurt the video because I couldn't move it like down here, I couldn't move it up here, and things like that. So, yeah, this is me coming off of Sony Vegas. And if you guys don't mind, I really like a small tutorial or just some things, about what you can do in terms of Adobe After Effects. I saw your intro, I freaking fell in love with that motherfucking intro from the go. Okay, from truth, no one's talking when truth talking, so shut the fuck up. I was like, whoa, and then the whole thing was awesome. So even the whole part about when General MLD popped up from behind the tree, I laughed so hard. Don't get mad, General. I mean, it was funny. Come on. It was funny. Anyway, so I would like to give, if you don't mind, giving a little bit tutorial on that one. Anyway, I just wanted to say that, and I wanted to let you know my perspective on Windows 7 beta. You have a good night. Zephyrix out.